Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. I guess friends ain't be dropping gems. Always keep it genuine. Knowledge, power, and some funny. Every week, every Monday. Pure, real, and honest. Tap in, leave a comment. You're tuning in to Mattie Mondays.
All right, here we go. Yes, thank y'all. We are here another week back around to Mattie Mondays. Yes, and we are here on YouTube again, so we're gonna keep this thing rolling. As you can tell, I'm a little excited. I'm always excited to be here to share through this platform. And yeah, man, I'm really enjoying Mattie Mondays. All of my guests, all of my teammates who are helping to keep this thing running. I already saw y'all in the comments. So yeah, we're gonna get to it, and I'm gonna get my special guest in here momentarily. What's up, Angel? What's up, Twin? What's up, Ma? Chris and Chevy, I know y'all up in here. So thank you everybody for yeah, keeping this thing fueled. All right, so y'all know how we do it. If you are new to Mattie Mondays, this is Mattie Mondays, where we do music in different ways. And we are here every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I am your host, Mattie B. My highlight for the week, it would have to be one of my team members, Ogechi, a super dope artist. She had a show Thursday night at MJQ. Super lit. If you check my wall on IG _ MATTIE_B, Mattie B, over on IG, you'll see a quick little recap, man. But her energy was crazy. Her show was amazing. I definitely walked away lit, taking tips, learned from how she put her show together, from her background singers to her drummer, how she interacted with the DJ. Like, she killed it. So Ogechi, shout out to you. Yeah, I pulled up with Maul and London Elixir. Yeah, I'm blessed to be here. You know, life be lifing, but everything always works out. So I'm super thankful. I'm super blessed. What else we got popping? Also, if you are over on IG, you will see that my team members and I are working on a full extended film, feature-length film to the Sink or Swim documentary, or Sink or Swim documentary that we dropped last year. And that is on London Elixir, super producer, author, super dope. Now DJ, she's doing her thing, expanding in that area. Her journey from going from corporate to following and pursuing production, and then specifically getting into sync licensing. So it's been super dope, man. I'm excited. We're excited to extend the film. We also have a initiative for sponsors. So if anybody wants to give and get, be a part of the process, help us to get to the finish line, there are links in my bio on ways you can do that, be a sponsor. And then that we have different partnership opportunities as well. So we can you can DM us and hit us up for that. So yeah, I had to get those two off, man. So all right, that's enough. I feel like I'm chatting enough. Again, thank y'all for being here. If you're catching this playback, man, I hope you had a happy Easter weekend. All right, so let's get to it. Shout out to musician Tailors in the building. Hello Arts, Chev, let's get it. So I have a very special guest that will be joining us in just a couple seconds. Ray Vick, man, I met Ray quite some time ago. But we're gonna get into all that. So let me get him in the room right now.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Yo.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you great. I hear you really good. Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
Yes,
That's
thank
what's
you for being here, Ray.
Oh man, come on, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure. We was supposed to been did this, but it's
Right.
perfect timing. You know what I'm saying?
Big facts. So yes, so Ray and I met, I think it's been like 6 years. I think it's 5 or 6. Does that sound about right to you?
Yep.
It's been
Yep.
about
About
that
5,
time.
6.
Yeah, about 5 or 6 years ago.
It's a trip.
We met. Yes, no, time is off the chain. I be having to go back and check like videos and pictures for like no timestamps, because it all meshes in together. We had the pleasure of meeting in the flesh. I feel like we talked on the phone through like AG before or something. Before we met in person, but we had the pleasure of meeting in person at the old Mass Studios. Corey Mo. Yeah.
Now, that is all very true.
Is that
These
very
are
true?
true. These are true statements.
Give me straight.
Now, no. Everything you said is true. I'm just gonna put it like this.
Let's go.
I am new to Mattie Mondays, but I'm not new to Mattie. Mattie been out here doing great things. Shout out to Aaron G, because without Aaron G, Aaron G holds at least two heavy titles for me. Without Aaron G, he was the catalyst to get me to move to Atlanta. And also with Aaron G, it's like he connected me with quite a few people. And the number two, I could say that Aaron G discovered me in Atlanta. Like before I moved down here, I came down and I tell him that. He be like, "Oh, bro, man, that's crazy. I can't believe you would say that." I'm like, "Bro, the story, it's only one story. It's only one story to tell." You know what I'm saying? So I had came down 2 years before I moved here for A3C, and I set up my drums on Edgewood and Boulevard, and I love Edgewood. Like before I even knew I liked Edgewood, that's where I met Aaron G. So I met Aaron G from being on the corner right by the pizza spot. And a bunch of people came by, said what up, you know what I'm saying? A couple cats chopped it up with me. But Aaron G had came past me like 3 times. And like the third time, I'm like, man, I'm passing out cards. But homeboy that came through 3 times told me I was dope. I ain't get the chance to chop it up with him, because the third time he came through, it was a bunch of people around me. So story comes to long story short, pack up the drums. I'm getting everything off the whole corner. I was out there by myself. And then I turn around, I was like, man, I wish I could have linked with old boy. You know what I'm saying? I looked over there, they go Aaron G on the corner. I'm like, G. Well, of course I don't know his name at that time. I'm like, yo, wanted to connect with you, man. Appreciate your good vibes, man. I'm just out here, doing the same, trying to put some good vibes in the air. And he's like, oh, okay, that's what's up. He's like, man, I know a ass of people. Let me get your number. You know what I'm saying? We can do something. You know what I mean? It's something I could put you to. I was like, okay, that's a bet. I'm like, well, shoot, I don't wanna like miss the concert because one of my favorite rappers about to hit the stage. And he like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah, I'm about to go. He's like, you talking about A3C? I'm like, yeah. He like, oh yeah, who you talking about? I was like, Bun. He was like, oh, Bun B. I was like, yeah. He was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm finna go meet him backstage. And I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking around like, dang, bro, the cap is real. Like, you serious? Bro, ain't no way I'm telling you I'm finna go see my favorite rapper, one of my favorites, and you talking about you finna go, and I just met you 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So sure enough, I walk in there. It's on my IG. I got the last picture with Bun B before he walked away from his meet and greet table. The last one. He walked away after we took our pic. Get to the stage because I paid for my little VIP. I was up in that VIP. And I see who walks across the stage before anybody walks across the stage.
AJ? No, he didn't walk across.
Because he was doing camera work.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? So before Bun came out, he had to get out there, get some pictures of the crowd, and support with Mo and everything. So huge shout out to AG.
That's what's up. Shout out to you for making this moment of being a huge pillar in your journey for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely. So I already know he was a connection of you being at Mad Studios. All right.
Mad is mad organic.
Mad organic. Like, listen, when we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, we always in the right place at the perfect time for sure. So,
hey, God bless it. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. Grinding, doing what you were supposed to be doing.
Oh no, the grind was real. I was out there with my $2,000 drum set with all my equipment by myself.
Oh, that's very risky. For those who know. Oh yeah, yeah.
It was daytime. It was daytime.
All your faith in him. Listen. That's what
Edgewood was a different vibe for A3C too, though. They had it
her.
gated off. It was mainly just walking only, not too much, car traffic. But yeah. So from that, he telling me about Corey Mo, and I see him with Bun, and he like, yo, I'm gonna link you up with somebody. I feel like y'all be a good fit. Get in the studio. Shout out to Corey Mo. You know what I'm saying, Mad Studios.
Absolutely.
But he was like, yeah, I got some people I can introduce you to. So then here comes Twan the God, super
Absolutely.
gangster producer, man. Watch that dude come from his middle ground to Rock Nation.
Out of
He
here,
signed
yeah.
he
Shout out to
signed with Rock Nation now, but he out of here. But he's still a brother, man. I hit him up, call him, text him, whatever. He like, bro, it's whatever. What you need? What we gonna do?
yeah.
So and then you was in the building with me. At Mo's studio, and you just in there chilling, like you just on your square. You know what I'm saying? Like you was in there already knowing what you supposed
Yeah,
to be
I was about to say
doing.
at that point I had definitely made myself at home.
Yeah, you was on your square, like for sure, for sure. So I'm still kind of like tripping, like, oh snap, Aaron G, Corey Mo, like, oh snap, Mattie, okay, good to meet you, Mattie. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, me and you been cool. It's been a vibe ever since then,
Yeah.
and I just been enjoying watching your journey. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out on that Corey
Yeah.
Mo, Devin the dude,
Yeah.
uh Bun
Bundy.
B.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
was so very happy to like witness that. Just with my eyes, just watching the music video. I ain't knew it was coming or nothing.
Yeah.
But when it dropped, I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, I see some new names in this building. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it. This is gonna be a great one. Yeah, y'all feel the vibes, the energy already. Look, I thought you was going. Look, you at home. I ain't know. I thought you were gonna be a little nervous.
Hey, I be nervous sometimes. It just depends on the situation.
Oh, this is good. All right, so thank you, Jay Sean. I see you just slid in here. What's good? Thank you guys. If you're just now joining us, we are here at Mattie Mondays where we do music in different ways. We're here every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I have a very special guest with me tonight, Ray Vick. Ray Vick drums on IG, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. So Ray, let's take it back. So can you introduce yourself? Tell the room who you are, what you do, and where you're from. So we know.
Ah, this
So
is very important.
let's go. Let's go. Let's
I'm
go.
all the way from cold ass Indiana. My
Yeah.
my my area code goes by the 219. If anybody has the 219 area code, they know about where I'm from. You don't just go there to get a 219 phone number and leave. So that's real. I done been down here. I've been away from Gary, Indiana, Maryville, Indiana, which is 45 minutes away from Chicago for people who don't know.
Okay.
Um, for over 6 years now, but I continue to keep my number. Um, Gary, if any people have heard about Gary, yeah, it has his rap, just like any other city that's went through some things. But a lot of the rough things and the crazy things that happened were like in the early '80s, kind of started dwindling down in the '90s. And in that time, I was only allowed to go to grandma's house and go to church, hit the corner store, and we back. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the streets weren't playing. You know what I mean? But that's where I'm from. Also, some people don't know that Michael Jackson is from Gary, Indiana.
Her.
It's a lot of people. There's a long list. If you just Google musicians, actors, and actresses, there is so many talented people from Gary
Her. Rep your
that
city. Rep your city.
hey, so many. It ain't just Michael. You know what I'm saying? And then the talent that I exude and what I've been doing with the drums, um, I feel like it's special because I come from that way, from up there. You know what I'm saying? I come from up there where if you on the drums, you better play and not be playing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
doing anything, you better play it and not be playing.
So it
That's
sounds
where I'm
like y'all
from.
treated music like sports.
Man, yeah,
Like it was like serious real life. Like
that is a good analogy because I mean, we had our sports teams, but they wasn't the big dogs.
All
we
right.
watched the Bulls and the Cubs and the White Sox. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We didn't really have our own big teams like that. So you exactly right. Music, music and arts, that's what we did.
All right. All
That's
right.
what it was. You
That's
know?
what's up.
Yeah,
That's
so that's why I hail from. That's where I'm from. It's cold up there, so if y'all wonder why I ain't stay,
the
I'm
219.
melanated and it's cold.
Right, that's different. That's different. I visited it, Indiana, Indianapolis, and then Chicago, and yeah. It's beautiful, but it's too cold for me. Um,
It's too
so
much.
yeah, it's cold. So Ray, this is your IG handle, Ray Vick Drums, and y'all see it back behind him. Can you tell us about how you became a musician, and especially specifically on the drums? What was that
Um,
journey?
man, this is an interesting thing because I'm coming to grips with it myself.
Uh huh.
As time goes on, I literally don't have a choice to do what I do with music. The only choice I have is to try to elevate and get on some things past just drums, deeper into production, deeper into writing, because the what Ray Vick Drum started as a 4-year-old, I told my mom I wanted to play drums, and she
Oh,
like,
you've been at it. Okay.
yeah, okay, you four, big deal. All right, how about you learn your ABCs, and then you know what I'm saying? We gonna work on it, put you in some lessons. So time went past. She was like, "How about you turn 5? Let's see what you say then." I turned 5. She asked me again. I was like, "I want to play the drums because I'm at my grandma's house." The thing that all drummers did, pulling out pots and pans, cans,
Yeah.
and we cooking it. I literally did not have a choice. My father is an organist.
Okay.
My mom plays organ and keys, and my youngest brother plays organ.
So
Like,
okay, so the talent runs in the family for sure. And then the that specific passion was something that you just always remember being there as far as the passion for the drums.
yeah, it was always there. I was a sonic cat. I was always about my ears. Even my mom would tell me, even in the womb, she was like, I could tell when my dad playing the organ because I'd be chilling. She said if she goes somewhere else and somebody else get on the organ or my dad ain't on the organ, I'm in there like, hey, bro, what the fuck? Excuse me, what's this? That ain't pops playing the organ. What is this? You know what I'm saying? So
From the
it
womb.
goes. Yeah, I don't have a choice. I don't got no choice, man. And the thing is that shout out to my moms for taking that and planting me and putting me in lessons since I was 5 years old. I did lessons starting from 5 to 10 years old.
Shout out to the moms and the parents that support our dreams. That's that for sure. That's valuable. That's very important. Okay, that's what's
For
up.
sure.
All right. So we know Indiana 219, down to Atlanta. What fast forward in time? What was that journey like? I know moving away from home. Well, I could speak for myself. It's kind of a little anxiety, a little tough, and there are pros and cons and some barriers. What was that move like for you, and what all did you have to encounter?
Could write a short story. We gonna keep it short though. The thing is, I'ma just use my time or this time right here to inspire or help out anybody that's
Yeah,
thinking about moving away from home.
yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? Anybody that's willing to mentally in their mind take that leap and be like, all right, well, I didn't did what I did at the hometown. First off, do what you need to do at your hometown. Start your base at home because if you take all your dope talent and just root it and just take it somewhere else, when it's time to go back home, they're gonna be looking at you like you wasn't never shooting in these gyms, no way. Like we not finna come see you. Like
Right.
you want support? Like you ain't even, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's number one. I started with the Ray Vick experiences in Indiana, and I did really good with that. And I was like, okay, I want to travel with music, and I also need to get away from the cold. So it was either Texas, Atlanta, or Vegas. So first you had to sift. You got to figure out which place you want to land at. You know what I mean? Then ultimately, uh, the hustle was very real. I'm a carpenter by trade, so having a day job, yeah, I play these drums, but I also have a skill. My mom wouldn't allow me to move away from home until I finished carpentry school. So I
Uh,
have a certification, over 10 years
so,
of, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm not contracting a drum, I'm contracting a couple grand, doing, doors, floors, helping people out, you know what I'm saying? Different things.
my dog trying to push his way in here. Look at him.
I
Somebody
was
get
gonna
it.
say, oh, you got another. I was gonna say you got another
Somebody get it.
special guest.
Somebody Papa needs. Somebody get him. Excuse me, y'all. We really live here. No. All right, so excuse me, y'all. So your mom, she made sure that before you left, that you had that tight. Okay, let me bring that back. I hear him
Oh
too.
yeah,
Somebody get it.
yeah. No, that was just very important. That's just something, to put on somebody's bird that's feeling like moving. Cause
That's
when you
major
move,
though. That's dope that she did. She held you accountable to that and had the foresight for you to make sure that you were in a position that you probably didn't even recognize in that moment that you would be straight always being able to use your hands and use that skill. But yeah,
for sure.
that's
Like
super.
like the thing is like trying to like really explain it, break it down. But the skill set on top of the drums, I didn't really have a choice. That's what I was gonna say. So some people may look at like, oh man, you should have been moved to Atlanta. You should have been gone, bruh. Like you should have left, did it, that. You know what I'm
That would
saying?
have been the time before you finished school.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
school was giving me the blues too. I'm from Indiana, and if y'all don't know, it's still a little racist up there.
All right.
So they tried they tried quite a few different things to uphold my graduation, including lying on my books, like lying on me, like
Um,
so. Though that's just the type of stuff I wanted to get away from. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And get down to a chocolate city. Of course, Gary was a chocolate city, but it's surrounded by a snow pile, so to speak.
snow pie.
So, hey, bro, it's real.
That's,
That's what we say. It's
not
very
myself.
real.
That's different. That's new. That's new.
Very real. So, I got held up, and a lot of people was like, "Oh man, you should have been worked on your dreams, this and that." And I was just I had some holdups, and Indiana can do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Any hometown can do that to you. Your roots are there, so sometimes it feels like things are trying to hold you back.
Yeah.
Now, past all of that, once I got through the little bricks with that, I hustled my ass off to get down to Atlanta.
That's what's
I
up.
had I was working in like 190-degree weather in Indianapolis, which is 2 hours south, which is the capital of Indiana.
Okay, from home. Okay, for you. Okay.
Yeah, before I moved down. This is how I got my money together. Cause this
Okay.
is important. If you ain't got no hustle about you, you better
Yeah.
get one.
Down as hell. Yeah. Yeah. Next, you gotta have. Yeah. Yes.
So, and I pretty much funded my trip down here. I didn't really get any help from family. My band that I was working with gave me a stipend for when I was departing or whatever. But other than that,
That's so.
it's all me. So you got 40-hour work weeks, 90-degree weather, some days 100 index, because it does get hit hot in Indiana too. Even though it's cold in the mud, it get hot.
Okay.
So 90-degree weather, 115 index, meaning it is 90, but it
But
feel like 115.
yeah, yeah.
I'm out there working with tools on building this add on to this Honda plant, right? I'm doing that 40 to 50 hours a week, sometimes all the way up to Saturday. And then I leave Saturday, go get my bags, drive up north, and go do a gig in Chicago with my band from, excuse me, 10 to 4 in the morning. Pack up my stuff, drive back through Chicago like a zombie, and do it all over again and over again and over again and over again until I had enough money to move away.
That's what's up. What was that? What was that like? Pocket of time, if you can remember. That was it like a summer? Was that a season that you was having
That
to do?
it I ran it up. I ran it up in about 7 months.
Dang, that's a long time. I had that set schedule. So
But no,
yes,
that not that's that pack schedule. That was about 2.5, 3 months that I had that
okay.
schedule. But I was
Oh,
hustling on getting my
yeah.
money together for about like 7 months, and then
Okay.
I took off.
Heck
But
yeah, that's
that's
major. That's a hell of a grind. So shout out to you for that. So you were clear. Your vision was clear where you wanted to go and where you was going next.
I had to go.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
time.
Did you get to a point where anybody in the comments, if you guys in any area that you guys are in, I'm asking you and then I'm asking you guys as well. Um, did you get to a point in that specific instance, Ray, and everybody who's watching, have you ever gotten to a point where it felt so uncomfortable to stay? Is that kind of that pressure that was getting there? Was like, okay, it's time for me to go. Like, and not necessarily rush. You had a plan, but it was you knew like it was time.
Yeah, it was signs. Um, there were signs on both accounts. So when you following your dream or you projecting, you going somewhere. Sometimes you got to put yourself there. Like I would come down and visit when I was coming to see, and I met you.
Yeah.
Man, I was just
Oh yeah, you
visiting.
was visiting. That's
I was
facts.
just taking some bread, coming down, putting the flight down, and be like, I'm gonna be here for 3, 4 days. You know what I'm saying? Plug me in. Let's do whatever we can do in 3, 4 days.
Yeah.
So as I was getting down here and I started meeting, I met Corey Mo, met you, I met Twan, and then start meeting multiple other people. Um, then it started making more sense for me to get down here, how fast and how much stuff I can do in 3 days versus what I got going on back at the crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a exchange of energy. It wasn't. I already felt uncomfortable back where I was coming from.
Heard
It
that.
was. I was so tired of being ostracized for my skin color and all type of other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was already uncomfortable. But so as time came, it was more of a transfer of energy. I didn't feel like horrible at the crib. I just knew I needed to go. And the more I went and came down here and dwelled in this place and met so many so many things happen, I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Heard that. Heard
You
that.
know?
That's what's up. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm gonna do it to you. I was trying not to go specific, and this is your choice. If you want to go down this route, but there was something that you shared with me earlier, and I thought was very important.
For
If
sure.
you want to go there, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
fine.
about? I will get to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So before we go there, if you guys are just now joining us, we are here at Mattie Mondays. We're here every Monday, every week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
But.
And this is Mattie Mondays where we do music in different ways. We are definitely live. We are not cheating because my dog just popped in here. Y'all saw. So that's a reach for the door to keep him out. Thank you to musician Tailors, Chevy, Crystal, my mom, Angel, Jayshawn, Hollow Art, everybody that's in the building, Twin.
Brother Chevy in the building. What's up, bro?
Sir. Being active in the comments. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. My faithfuls. Everybody who is here that's not able to comment, that's pulled up and made time for us at the top of your week. Thank y'all for being here. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep this thing rolling. I am here with another cool, dope, talented friend and creative partner that I've met in on this journey that I thought would be awesome to share and to get in here, make y'all aware of him if you are not, and to hear more about his story and his journey. So again, you shared some more detail in a part of that transition that had to do with um, not just leaving the space, but leaving your band. Uh,
Yeah.
so can we dig into that? And it's a relationship, a creative relationship. So can you tell us about what that process was, the challenges that came about, and how it shaped you?
Now, like for sure, I got you. And this is
Yeah.
important because Mattie B is the only one that's done got the T on this.
Let's get it. Let's
So
get it.
so we gonna we so we gonna spill it. Now the thing is that I was a part of one thing I do enjoy and love about Indiana. I went to a high school that was star studded with all different type of people. I'm talking about um, Macedonian, Greek, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian, Black, Puerto Rican, Mexican. You know what I'm saying. We had that. So and then my mom always encouraged us to have different type of friends. Sometimes become family. So I say all that to say this. I had this is my dog, man. The bass player was a 6'9" Macedonian dude.
6'9". Okay.
It's my bro, man. I'm talking about we be wrestling. I ain't have a chance, but
No, that's
he
different.
was he was like the mascot. Still is great dude, great
Yeah.
dude. And then Nick, they're both two Nicks in the group. Real tall Nick, and then a Nick that's about my height.
Okay.
He plays guitar and an heirloom instrument from Greece called a bouzouki. You probably never heard of it or seen it, but you might have heard it on a track. But it sounds like the Arabic guitar.
Okay.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
a
Google
guitar,
it.
and it look like it's yeah, it's real cultural.
Okay.
So and then we had a good friend of mine, Alex, and he was from Bloomington, and he plays trumpet and
Okay.
guitar. So we made this group called Caught on Klein. We have a street in up north where we from. Maybe having traffic, and that is called Klein Avenue.
Oh, that's clever.
So
That's clever. That's dope.
yeah, you know what I mean. So and one day we was doing rehearsal. We still didn't have a name, and the trumpet player was coming from school. He teaches school. He was like, "Yeah, sorry guys, I was caught on Klein, this and that." And the bass player was like, "That's it." I was like,
That's super clever. I rock with that. I rock with that.
so
Yes, sir.
amongst the name, we did. If you can hear the setup, we did some really really cool fusion, um, Greek, ethnic, Latin. You know what I'm saying? Funk. We was doing all this stuff and putting it all on albums. We dropped two albums before I left, and that was like the first band I had been with and dropped something like on iTunes. Did it all the way to the T. So we did, and as far as musicianship, we were serious. Like when we go in the studio, we like, all right, how much fire can we put in this without overdoing it and losing people's interest, in like just the song. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So being I got over 25 years of experience, and at that time probably like 20 years of experience, um, we was pushing. So when we go do gigs and shows, like we were cutting through Chicago a little bit and get through the Chicago circuit. Um, it was just really rough because even at the start of this band, they knew that I was just over living in Indiana. They all knew
Okay.
that
So
I love.
eventually you would have to shake the spot. Okay.
They all knew that I love hip hop. They all knew my YouTube stuff full of hip hop rap. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to get down here where they was talking that, like Killer Mike, Ti talking that political. You know what I'm saying? Like standing up for our plight. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I want to be close to that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want to see who I can work with that. So with them, we had such intricate and special music. Anytime where I couldn't do a gig, or it was times where I couldn't, or just couldn't make, or something else was going on, they almost like are. It goes four ways. If anybody is out of that group, even the dude with the bazooki, my man's with the horn on bass, just kind of incapacitated. It wasn't a band that you can just grab somebody and throw them in. Like, all right, we're gonna have so and so fill in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it was anxiety kind of surrounded around the fact that I wasn't always gonna be there. And then these cats is like my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So amongst the music and all that, I was feeling them personally too. Like, yo, we can't do the gig because you know what I'm saying. Like, who we gonna get to replace Vic? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Straight up. Yeah.
so I say all that to say this, man. Them guys, they they were understanding. It was a little rough transition, um, but that was one of the things that made me come down here, and I was like, I'm gonna just be a freelance drummer. I really don't quote unquote want to start a band or get into a band because I don't want to kind of run myself right back into the situation of, you know what I'm saying, of that,
Yeah,
knowing that I want to be a tour drummer.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I want to be able to take
That's
off when it's time to take off. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So I had kind of shunned away from getting into a band. So I really just been playing with DJs.
yeah,
Um I'm sure we'll get into it, like with the type of shows I've been doing since I've
yeah,
been
for
down
sure.
here.
Yep.
But I've just kind of just compartmentalize myself as a hired gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hit me up. I'm gonna come throw down
yeah,
or
yeah.
R&B it down or studio it down and go on about my business. So that's kind of,
Yeah.
if anybody's confused why like Vic don't be with the bands and ain't out on the band scene gigging,
And
it's not be
when he acting like he too good for y'all, that's what they be thinking.
it ain't so many people assume that. And
Yeah.
that's fine. You can assume what you want to, but like
Oh,
me as a
oh,
person,
he's gone. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. You can assume what you want to, but after
Yeah,
people
that
meet
is
me and
interesting.
kind of like catch my personality and see like who I am
Yeah,
behind the shades or whatever, or from off the kit, they understand. You know what I mean? But it is like kind of like a blank assumption that, oh, Vic too good to play with the
yeah.
bands and this and that. And it's like, to this point, this is one reason why I enjoy Atlanta, because Atlanta is different. Everybody plays with everybody now.
Yeah.
They got a four piece they putting together next week. All right, my main two people can't do it. I'm gonna call this person, that person. We
Yeah.
gonna get there, do our job, shake hands, and we gonna go on. You know what I'm saying? To the next one. And now that I've finally gotten into tapping into the culture, and since I moved down, they weren't even doing bands like that like 3 years ago.
Okay. Oh, the
Like
intertwining.
in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like the band vibe and like the live music thing, like it's really kicked
Picking
back
up.
up here in the past 2 years.
The band of brothers has been doing it though. I don't know if
Oh
you
my
know, I
god.
know you know
No,
Shirai. I know you know them from they've been
for
rocking out
sure,
though.
for
Shout out
sure.
to the band of brothers had to drop that.
Yeah, shout out to Band of Brothers for sure.
Yeah. But no, I
Not
feel yeah, that vibration that they had was
it's
different even then.
for sure. And
Yeah.
then with them, like you had your small handfuls, like Band of Brothers, Trap Jazz. Shout out to Chris Moten. You know what I'm saying? That they had it on lock. That's what they did, and the city knew that, and the city respected it.
Yeah.
Then you had a bunch of musicians that came into the city, but really wasn't gigging like that for a little while, up until like after COVID. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? A little bit before COVID, a little bit too. But yeah, it's all the way back open, and I've actually been doing a whole lot more band gigs,
That's awesome. That's awesome. So it's nothing
and
with the actual like musicianship comfort level and none of that, right? It was just that kind of the experience in your head that you were kind of like, I don't want to get trapped.
yeah, it
Or
was it
wrong
was
with
it was more so like I didn't, not even trapped. It was more so I didn't want to I didn't want to be a disappointment. I didn't want to be letting anybody down at no point in time. Cause it's like, all right, we finna go jam with Vic, or we finna, you know what I'm saying, the band,
that.
this and that. Who on drum? We got Vic, and
Yeah.
it's like, all right, we all turned. Then, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. I do this to uplift people in a simple sense, and I take that on all the way up the board. I'm not. I don't want to be. I want to be somebody that's accountable. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they know they can, you know what I'm saying, lean on. So it's not more so being trapped. It's more so just having an idea on what's expected and just holding it down for the people who rock with you.
That's dope. So being able to be dependent on, yeah, that's dope. Okay, I feel it. I feel it. All
For
right,
sure.
thank you for sharing that. That's yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Oh,
It's a
shameless
lot.
plug. So I did start I'm short I just started my own band because you can't beat them, join them, put them together.
Y'all need to plug yourself so I can clip this up. So tell us about your band real quick, and I got a couple more. I'm gonna transition a little bit.
For sure. So we got the name of the band is the EXP, right? Or the EXP band, right? Stands for extra experienced players.
Okay.
So I want some killers. I need killers on the stand at all times. You know what I'm saying? So
It's an all
that's the name of my band. And it's kind of like a part and piece band, kind of like where I will bring in first who's available, but number one, my main people. You know what I'm saying? And then as I morph different gigs, I may bring in a saxophone player. I may have a lead singer, or instead of a lead singer,
like my
okay,
singer
maybe,
lead. Like tell me where to plug and play.
okay. You know you singing, okay, for sure.
Let me
So
know.
we get then sometimes we have like a guitar player to play the melody. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like an all around band that can pretty much be put in anything. Oh, and being that I came down here and started working with DJs more than I work with drummers, I mean with musicians, I got the plug on the firest DJs that actually work with a band.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it goes all the way up to a 5 piece with a DJ to a 3 piece killer.
That's what's up. All right, definitely. All right, I'm gonna clip this up so you can have it. And yeah, get this up on your socials. Now that's awesome. Shout out to you for that. And again, okay, so
Appreciate
I'm gonna go back and grab some of those gems that you just dropped. And share with us. And again, thank you for sharing that story. Um, that's yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All right,
for
so
sure.
your experience and leaving or having to depart from your band, you dealt with a few things that shaped you. So that's and I ain't gonna get too deep. We're gonna go to a little bit of Mattie Ministries moment right here. But if you catching this playback, because I can see myself in the forms of like how I've encountered those lessons in life, but having to depart and break up is tough, especially when you feel like you're letting people down. But a part of this journey and evolving, even though it might feel like letting people down, you have to again evolve, and sometimes that means shifting your environments and shifting spaces. And as much as you love those fellas, as dope as they sound like they were,
Very
and
dope.
y'all were together, it was your calling to move on. Um,
Hmm.
so that's dope that you did that in spite of, because I know a lot of times, and I see it in other people's stories and like lives, that they choose to stay in, whether it's a relationship, whether it's at a job, what in different routes, business relationships, they choose to stay in, and you can see from the outside like, yo, you've outgrown it. You've
Yeah, you
outgrown
may
it
be
because
starting to
the environment,
deteriorate.
heal or whatever. And yeah, man, yeah, choosing
No, that's a
that's
good
dope.
word.
That's brave that you choose to continue to leave. Because it could have some people, it could have held them steady, even though it was in your plan. Some people don't always follow through with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, that's been a little Mattie ministry, but no,
No, it's real. It's
no,
real.
but straight up
Um,
sometimes.
they
So shoot,
supported it, man.
if it's speaking to you, man, I don't know, I'm just gonna let spirit move. But no, seriously, if that spoke to you and if that's speaking to you, are you somewhere where you outgrown it? Is it time for you to move on? I'm just asking these things because we ask ourselves, but it's good sometimes to hear it outside of us, especially if it sounds like the voices in our head. So this is your confirmation that maybe you're too big for where you are comfortable. Maybe it's time for you to evolve and move on, and it's no love lost. It don't mean it's gonna be easy though. So let me
Nah,
preface that, but um, it might be the best
excuse
thing
me.
for your
All trees, all trees start little, and they start in a little pot.
mm,
They ain't gonna become a tree until they get out the little pot. How much growth you gonna expect?
facts. It's gonna burst. It's gonna get to the point again, kind of what I was alluding to earlier, where it's uncomfortable to stay. You're gonna get so compact in that little bowl, that little pot, and it's gonna burst. The roots gonna burst it. Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
It's
man.
best to replant before then, though.
Or yeah, facts. Uproot that thing. So no, but yeah, real talk. If I'm talking to you, man, you catching this playback, yeah, consider that. God got you. It ain't gonna be comfortable always, but sometimes it's time to fall. So yeah. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, okay. All right. So these are some things that I personally wanted to know too, about your experience in gigging and being down here in Atlanta. Who on a lighter note, who are some of the like dopest artists that you found yourself being able to work with? Um, or give me your top two since you've been in Atlanta and what those experiences was like and how the heck did they happen?
Man,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, crazy. I don't think about this stuff until somebody
Didn't
talk to
ask,
me
right?
about it, and it's almost surreal. It's still surreal now. I got three.
Okay, I'll say that.
Um, we're gonna start with Fabo.
Yes, I do recall that one the time. Yeah.
Fabo, Fabo is an energy king. That man got great energy. He puts that energy in his tracks. He put that energy on the stage when he performed. So me and Fabo, as far as what we do, we on stage,
Unmatched.
cutthroat, man. We be on fire when we be on stage. So
No.
so the thing is that any and everybody that heard some D4L, you know what I'm saying, some Fabo music, back in the day coming up, it was really, really fun music. It's some stuff you just really turn up and like just let
Yeah.
loose.
High
Be
energy. Yeah.
Yeah, high energy like a mud. So being down here, I had linked with Fabo through playing for ATL Top 20. Shout out to
Oh,
ATL
cool.
Top
Yeah,
20.
ATL top 20.
Um he made me the music director for his dinners. Like he had these dinners he would throw, and I'm talking about everybody from Ti to Zaytoven to
Yeah.
Bun B be pulling up to these dinners. So and I'm at every dinner playing the drum. So I think it was in my first or second dinner. Fabo walked in, and that's when Fabo was off the scene. He wasn't really like, not saying he wasn't doing much, but he was just kind of like just coming back out. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Just kind of starting a new wave. So I seen Fabo, I'm turned. I'm like, oh shit, Fabo. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap. So slapped by with him. He did a couple joints at the ATL Top 20, and he was looking back at me like, okay. I was like, man, I'm for real,
Yeah.
Fabo. I'm for real.
Crazy. Yeah.
So it goes from there. He had a show at Chit Chat East Side.
Okay. I'm gonna act like I know. Yeah. Chit chat. Nice.
East Chit Chat. Anybody on here? Chef, you know about Chit Chat?
I heard that.
So it's kind of like a little club on the east side. I'm over here on the east side already. So I'm like, Fabo, what you doing? I was like, man, you mind if I come rock the drums with you? And I'm doing it off like I'm gonna just pull up my homeboy. He gonna videotape. Like I ain't finna ask him for nothing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dream. If he say okay, I'm with it. He said, all right, man, meet me up there, Vic, so this and that. We start whatever. And I get there, it's kind of dry. I was like, man, I hope he coming, bro. I hope this
Oh,
ain't one of those situations where I set the drums up and he don't even pull up.
yeah.
Man, we towed the club up to the point that they thought we was coming back next week to
That's
do it
what's
again.
up. That's
So after that, man, we shook up, you know what I'm saying, tapped in, and then I told him, I was like, Fabo, I'm doing my first Ray Vick experience. I've taken this thing with my name as a drummer. I'm one of the only drummers that's out here doing something like this. Would you mind coming and like just doing a couple joints for me? You know what I'm saying? That way I could be like Fabo was at the Ray Vick experience. Man, when I tell you this man pulled up, the load in was at like 8 o'clock. He pulled up with his entourage at 9:30 before the show damn near started. And he calling me and he called me on FaceTime. I'm looking at him, I'm just waiting for him to be like, yo, Vic, we couldn't make it, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, yo, Fabo, you good? Everything good? He like, yeah, you right here on the corner? I was like, right on the corner where? He's like, oh, we on the corner, we finna walk up. I look outside the venue, his whole entourage on the corner walking in with him. I'm like, what? So this man headlined my first raving experience in Atlanta.
That's
Didn't ask me for nothing. Stayed the whole time. Like
yeah,
I
shout out.
told him, I was like,
That's what's up.
shout out to Fabo, bro.
What's up?
For real, for real, for real. They named shit Down for Life D4L, Down for Life, bro. Shout out to Fabo for real. So being that he was in there so early, I was like, Fabo, come on, hop on the stage. I don't want to like get too many artists in front of you to where you gotta bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He like, man, go on, Vic, do you think I can't
yeah, I
here
ain't
watch
going
you?
nowhere. Yeah.
Man, Fabo sat there and watched the show and then crushed it at the end. So that's that type of unmatched energy
That's
that I can call back to Indiana and be like, bro, did you see this? You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Develop relationship. That's even sweeter. Those are the best. Yeah, when
Man,
you get
I can hit him right now. Fabo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, for sure.
so
Okay, Fabo.
that
Okay. That's number one.
yeah.
Give us another. Give us one more. Give us one more.
Um the experience of playing drums with Goody Mob.
Yeah,
Goody Mob,
that's me.
those are OG legends. OG legends. Like
Big music.
on the ground we in right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Nemo, drummer Nemo.
Oh, I get the new
He
one. I get the new one. Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He put me on that that video shoot with Goody Mob.
So,
That was amazing. I got to speak to CeeLo and tell him what my favorite track is from CeeLo. And what was crazy is that so we did a whole video shoot with these folks. We went from here to they old projects to down on Auburn Ave. After the shoot is over with, we getting our pictures in, this and that, and I'm chopping it up. Now I love Gip, I love Cujo, you know what I'm saying? I love Timo. CeeLo done always been one of my favorites though. So I chop it up with CeeLo. I'm like, CeeLo. He like, what's good, Playboy? And I'm tripping, like, oh shit, he like right here, we chopping it up. He like, I'm like, man, I was like, when you gonna come out with some more of that R&B? I was like the Lady Killer. He's like, he was like, yeah. He's like, I don't know if the world's ready for it right now. I don't know if I don't know if we in a place right now for it right now. And I'm like, bro, whenever I was like, look, my favorite track from you is "I Want You" from Lady Killer. Man, this man starts singing the hook right on the spot while we walking, walking back to our whips. You know what I'm saying?
you done got
Man,
saved by CeeLo, bro. No, that's what's up.
bruh,
That's
he sang the hook to my favorite song.
so
So amongst being in the music video, that was a huge highlight. You know what I'm saying? I chopped it up with him. I'm sure if I see CeeLo again, he know your boy because I was all in the music video with him. You know what I'm saying? Not as connected with them as I am with like Fabo and things, but that was amazing.
got a
And
special moment to it with him as well. So that's dope.
and
Extra time.
for sure.
Yeah, extra.
And Nemo put me on stage with Lil Duval for the BET Awards. And that's it.
Nemo, shout out to
That's
you, Nemo. The plug. That's dope. That's dope. And Lil
yeah.
Duval, he seemed like he like high energy too. How was that?
Man, Little Duval is Little Duval
Yeah, he
24/7.
seemed like he high
He
energy.
walked he
Yeah.
walked in the he walked in the rehearsal room. He was talking shit. Walked in the rehearsal room talking shit about what his homies talking about like what's so at? He probably somewhere eating snacks, fat ass nigga. I'm like, damn, bro, he don't never quit
He said, no, that's him 100% of the time.
all the time. Cool
100%.
cat though. Cool cat. He about his business. Funny, energy, serious, you know what I'm saying? Serious about itself, you know what I mean? Good people, man. And he put on a hell of a show for that BET Awards. Shit was stupid.
That's dope. So yeah, so your top three is almost unfuckwittable. Good in my favor and Lil Duval. That's what's up. Yeah, that's super heavy. Hard hit.
And I teach drums to Johnny Blaze. That's my homegirl.
Oh yes, yeah, definitely. And that was a good while. Y'all started that a good while ago. I know I definitely see Johnny Blaze around the city. Definitely see her doing her thing on the screen and in music. But yeah, y'all been rocking for a minute.
Yep, same amount of time as the first that time where I played with Fabo and met Fabo. I
Hmm.
was playing for ATL Top 20 dinner, but also was playing some tracks for Johnny too. So like, yeah, me and Johnny been working. Like we did about 3 or 4 shows here and there, but like we really just been like working like with the social media and kind of like, her helping me here and there and me helping her here and there with the music. And if anybody thinks she just be playing around with when she come in here and play these drums, Johnny gets in here and goes to work. If don't nobody, I mean, I know she be telling people, you know what I'm saying, body to face, you know what I'm saying, but I got talent. Like, stop playing with me.
Yeah,
The
straight up.
thing, I seen it in person. She'll come in and she can play. She got motion, but she'll be like, Vic, okay, we gonna do this song. She'll come in and she'll have like, some parts, but by the time we out of there, she adding like triplet on the hi-hat, like on some trap, trap beats. I'm like, damn, Johnny here playing trap, like, oh, like she called me the drum coach.
The drum coach. Okay, accurate, accurate. That's what's up. So Johnny Blake, and that speaks to the celebrity drum instructor, uh, as well. Okay, dope. All right, so I got a few more things that I want to tap in. I know. Okay, we hit at the top of the hour. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing with us and rocking out and becoming Mattie Monday alumni official.
Mattie, let's go.
Look, set tripping over here. The
Oh, set went down.
Yeah,
I got to turn. He felt it over there. Curtains coming down.
Straight up. So if you are just now joining us, catching this replay, catching this playback, this is Mattie Mondays. I am Mattie B, and I'm here with my special guest Ray Vick. And I wanna, I gotta, I'm getting nicer with the StreamYard. I'm learning. We knew that this. We're gonna stay true to this. But I wanted to share this for those who are not familiar with Ray's work. Haven't been able to catch him and experience him in the room. What was it? 2 years ago, you invited me to come hop on stage and be a part of the Ray Vick experience at our bar. And you know me, I'm a busybody. I can't sit still. So I was in there getting some B-roll, capturing the moment. So I got to clear.
Killed it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then we got to do your favorite song together, Love Taker. So that was cool.
Woo! Yeah. Still one of my top favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really dope. I had a great time. I had an interesting night, but I had a great time that night. And I have just a little snippet of you just getting busy. So I'm gonna run that right now. Get this little bit right here.
Drop that. Is it a way I can see you too? Yes, sir.
Going crazy, getting busy on the drums. Yeah, that was a very fun night. That was a lot of fun.
Man, thank you so much for being there and be a part of it. Like,
yeah,
that was lit. For real.
That was lit.
And then the B-roll. Thank you. Like,
oh yeah, that's fun. That's fun for me. So I was
the
like,
A and B.
Gotta bring the backpack, bring the cameras. So yeah, and that was like a perfect moment because I had kind of been away from. So you gave me an opportunity to hop back on stage to start to kind of get a little bit more motion back up under me. So yeah, thank you for that experience. That was a lot of fun at night. Ran into some familiar faces and got the vibe and to meet the DJ too. So you had one earlier, the second one that night, and then some of your musician friends. And yeah, it was lit. It was super dope. And yeah, Ray man, super duper talented. So on that flip coin, before we go, let me make sure I hit you guys up in these comments. Oh, look at my mama with the fire. This is my mama right here with the fire signs.
Run it.
No, he's super duper talented. And then just the vibrations. For example, Ogechi, the artist that I mentioned at the top, one of my highlights of this past week. She had the DJ and the drummer, and like just that connection. And the first half of her set, she also had her background singers too, but second half herself, the track with the DJ and the drummer, and it was
Mm.
it was perfect. It was like full. You know what I'm saying? Those drums, as you know, like it make it all hit. It make it hit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
adding the drums to the DJ kind of almost it gives it a live band effect just by adding the drums. And of
heard
course, if
that.
your drummer's fire, if your drummer putting some energy into it,
Yeah.
you're gonna start looking around like, oh snap, like you got a whole band, and it's just the drummer and
It's,
the DJ.
it's crazy that you say that because that's what it kind of felt like that live band energy. Obviously the drummer, but yeah, it as if everybody was there, yeah, plugged in. Yeah, it
Hmm.
was super dope. So you are definitely the drummer is the heartbeat for sure. For sure. That was super lit. Um,
Heck shit.
Mitchell, thank you know, popping up in here. Okay, so before let's talk to him a little.
Shout out, appreciate it.
Taylor said, talk to him.
Oh yes, sir,
Nah, that's
brother
that's
Taylor,
that's
Chevy.
that's lit. Musician Taylor Chevy and twin Darrell Smith in the building. Yes, okay, so a couple more things before we depart. If you could share anything on this journey going forward to anybody who's watching, whether they're in this world of music and entertainment with us, or in corporate, any career, what would you like to share with them, or what would you share with them in this moment in your life?
um, character, character sums up your likability, um, you know what I'm saying, your spirit, your soul, where your heart at, that should all be able to be read in the same book of character. Um, if you don't have character, that's what life is for. Go out in life a little bit. You're gonna build some character, right? Um, having good character meaning having a good spirit, um, good heart, good soul is gonna allow you to not only get in whatever room you're trying to get into, but it's gonna allow you to stay in the room. If the room is dope, you most likely want to stay in there. But if you enter a room and the vibes ain't dope and it is kind of feeling a little wonky, a little bit off, you also have the choice to walk back out of a door. That's why you walk indoors on your own will, so you can walk back out on your own will. But with all that said, character is what's going to keep you in a good room, no matter what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Character. Yes. That's what's up.
That's all I
Mic,
got.
mic drop. Mattie Ministries. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, for real.
Another segment of
Oh man,
Mattie.
keep God first, man. If you got anything you trying to do in life, that's the king. You know what I'm saying? That God's number one. That's the star player. So that's beyond character. That's the one that bless you with your character. You know what I'm saying? Bless you with different avenues and different things to come to you in life to build you as a character. So shoot, on top of character, you got the number one. You got God.
Awesome. Yes, sir. I received that. I stamped that. Absolutely. All right. So before I let you go, if you guys have any questions for Ray, definitely look. I'm gonna say absolutely. We got some stamps. Coming from the comments. Definitely. We gotta preach. From Big Shell. No, that's beautiful, and that's big facts. Yeah, inside out, from the inside out, and from from up top for sure. Yes, sir. All right, so
For sure.
And I'm working backwards, but I do want to know this. What are some ways that everybody who's watching can tap in with you? Y'all heard the all call for the band, but you also heard the standard. So I gotta make sure I'm tight when I try and put my bid in for some of these, opportunities. So we know the
For
band
sure.
you got working on. What are some again? What are some ways that we can tap in with you to follow you and to show some support?
For sure. I did I did a nice run on YouTube. A lot of my YouTube videos, a lot of the most popular ones are like about 8 years old now. I did a lot of that stuff before I moved away. But I do have people on YouTube that still show up, still throw comments down on videos that's 10 plus years old,
Uh,
telling me it's still their favorite drum cover of that song on the internet to this day still. You know what I'm saying? Um, YouTube, you can find me on YouTube at Ray Vick Drums. Um, and then Instagram at Ray Vick Drums.
sure.
Um, yeah, just Google Ray Vick Drums and something gonna pop up.
Like that. Like that pop up.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Maybe
Um,
YouTube and
uh,
IG.
yeah, and IG, the first quarter of the year has been it's been a little rocky. You know what I'm saying? Here and there, different things going on. But when I tell you, as far as what's going on Instagram, the first video I dropped this year, I dropped it on January 6th, and I had 3,200 followers on Instagram, which ain't bad. It's just, average or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
And I
Yeah.
was kind of like, I was just kind of in that 32, 35, and it was just kind of just right there. I dropped, please go to Instagram and check out Busta Rhymes Look at Me Now. Busta Rhymes Chris Brown.
Uh-huh.
I did a drum solo to the Busta Rhymes part, word for word, including stick tricks. And I went organically in 2 months from 3,200 followers to I'm at 7,900 followers. And 80% of those followers came from one video, the first video I dropped this year.
That's dope. That's
So
dope. That's dope.
first video I dropped this year went slight viral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it had to. Yeah, whatever spectrum of viral is viral.
Yeah, it's still going. People
That's
still commenting on that one.
dope.
It's at almost 150,000 k on the reel.
Oh yes, that's viral. I'm sure. I don't know what the parameters specifically are, but now that's lit. To double your followers, that's awesome. That's
Man,
dope.
so that's where y'all can find me. I'm gonna be dropping some more
Sure,
stuff.
sure.
Like this is my studio. I'll give a little
Yeah,
preview. Y'all
swag.
ever see that? That is at only one place.
Yeah.
this 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 is my studio. This is something I built. God gracious, you know what I'm saying? So if you can't find me on when you find me on Instagram, it's gonna be from this room right here. So any of this look familiar, you didn't found me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
brand too, brand, gang, 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 gang.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Ray Vick Drums. Thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you for letting your hair down. And the easy exchange. I'm grateful for that. Like when people pop on or my people come here, my Mattie Mondays alumni. I am grateful for y'all opening up to the space and sharing yourself, sharing your journey, your thoughts, and yeah, adding value to this room and what my team and I are building here. So it's definitely value added. So I am thankful and I'm grateful for you.
For
I'm
sure.
grateful to have met you and to have stayed connected over the years. And yeah, man, the second quarter, I definitely gonna be popping out even more. And yeah, tapping back in and extending myself more too outside of the studio. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna stay committed to that. I'm just saying that out loud in front of y'all, so I hold myself true to it. But
Hmm.
yes, thank you. This has been a joy. Um, with the
Man, it's
dog
likewise.
pushing through the curtain falling and all. It's with the technical difficulties, all of that. We're gonna push through. And thank
Yeah.
you again to all of my supporters, followers technically from here, for always pulling up, for catching the playback, even if you can't be here live, and for again taking this journey into this transition with us, for upgraded look and delivery. So yeah, man, I'm
Yeah,
grateful.
for
I'm
sure.
thankful. I'm blessed. Yeah, man, and I'm excited about the rest of this year.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
More to
yeah.
come.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much again for being here. Make sure you guys
Man, thank you for having me.
go follow him YouTube, IG, YouTube, IG, Ray Vick Drums. Check out some of his work. Thank you, Hollow Arts. Yeah, man, and stay connected. And we definitely I gotta pull up on you some more and yeah, and come vibe and rock out.
For sure. We got some stuff. We always got some work to do.
Oh,
You
I
know, create
know.
the creation is within.
Yeah, yes, big facts. So yeah, yeah. This year is the year to connect more in the
For
flesh,
sure.
in person.
For
So yeah,
sure.
we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna keep making it happen. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I'm belaboring. Thank you so much for being here.
You
Uh,
good, you good.
yeah, we're gonna ride out. Ray Vick Drums, Ray Vick Drums, Mattie B, Mattie Mondays, Texas Playback. Thank you guys for your support. Make sure you subscribe to Mattie B Music here on YouTube. We're gonna be here every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right. Until next time. I love y'all. Good night. Thank you. Thank you again.
Much love, deuces.
Peace.